Oh,
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ladies Power Lunch Free Gift Friday Takeover. I have somebody with me today that when she said yes to being here, I was very excited.
oh,
Sammy is somebody that I consider to be, that kind of friend who you call when you have a problem. She is the solver of problems. I send her a text. I'm like, hey, can you talk for a minute? And she'll come on and she'll help me. And we all need to have somebody like that
oh.
in our group, right? We all need to have somebody that when the chips are down, you can count on this person. So Sammy is outstanding. She has just a list of accolades behind her name. But some of the things that I like that she does is she has the collaboration for minority professionals, which is a group that I am a part of and that I really, really do enjoy. There has to be safe places where women of color can feel comfortable getting together. And Sammy does an amazing job of making sure that such a place exists. So thank you, Sammy. She also does a lot with helping us to tell our stories because her background is with teaching and that sort of thing. So she brings all of that knowledge to helping us when it comes to our social media. And she's also a coach. So there's so much that Sammy does. It's hard for me to go down the list and tell you all the things. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to ask you, Sammy, can you share with everybody who you are and what it is that you're doing in the world?
Yes, and also thank you for that amazing introduction. That was really, really sweet of you. And yet, I'm glad you said that, right? Hearts up. I'm glad you said that because I am extremely busy, but I'm also known for the ladies who contact me, people who contact me know I'm known for calling. I'm known for responding to the text and moving the conversation forward. I got a text message earlier today from one of our members of the collaboration. She said, Sammy, I want to talk to you about something. I have something that came up and I'd love to run it by you. And I immediately called her, right? There's been many times that you've texted me or messaged me and said, Sammy, I want to talk to you about this. How do you feel about this? And then we jump on the call, right? So even if we are busy, which we all are, right? I know how busy you are too. It's so important that we make time for others, especially when we can sense a need, right? When you can sense people really just need your support. So thank you for having me here. I am one of your members in the Ladies Power Lunch. I've been a member forever. I refer I am the president and CEO of 628 Digital Design, which is a full service digital content design and marketing agency. So we are full service. We do it all from strategy and analysis and consultation, but we also do the hands-on work for social media management, websites, graphic design, PR, marketing, copywriting. And Dr. Davia was talking about how my background, and my background starts in writing. So I'm a writer by trade, and I started my company Sam's Word, grew that into 628 Digital Design. 628 because that is my son's birthday, June 28th. So it all comes full circle. I'm also the owner of Melanated Business Coaching, where I provide business coaching to Black women in business. And I'm the president and founder of the collaboration of Minority Women Professionals, which is our membership-based organization that Dr. Davia is also a member of, where we intentionally seek to empower, to promote, to amplify Black women in corporate and entrepreneurship. And then from our collaboration, we started our entrepreneurial support organization, our nonprofit, which is CMWP Foundation. And through that organization, we provide targeted entrepreneurial support to Black and minority men, women, and children. Right now, we have a contract with CROG, the Capital Region Council of Governments, to provide quarterly business coaching, business workshops, holistic entrepreneurial wellness, and networking meetups in the greater Hartford area here in Connecticut. But a lot of the work that we do is virtual. So our business coaching and our workshops are all online, and our wellness may also be online. That was a lot. So
That was a lot and that was great. So, Sammy, tell us something that we don't know about you, something fun, something that we might be a little surprised to
So
learn
some
about you.
some people have been learning, the more I get asked that question, more and more people know this. But when I was a child, I had a goal of being a traveling missionary, and I wanted to milk cows in Papua New Guinea as a religious missionary. That was my goal. And people who know me now, they can't believe that, but I was raised as a Jehovah Witness, and that was what my goal was at that time.
I did not know that about you, Sammy. And I have to say, from what I know of you, I mean, I figure you'd be pretty good at just about whatever you set your
Oh, I
mind
think
to.
so.
So those guys in New Guinea, they really missed out, is what I'm
They did,
thinking.
because I think I'd be like award-winning cow milker, right? Like,
You
got
would
jugs to fill.
there would be like a new category of milking cows that would have come up. It would have just been amazing.
I agree with that. I
I
agree with
absolutely do. I look to you when I think of somebody who is able to juggle all the different aspects of being who you are, being a mom, being a entrepreneur, running a couple of different businesses, being a mentor in the community. And one of the questions that I'm sure people ask you a lot is, how do you get to a stage where you're able to feel balance?
So I don't think it's ever about balance. I think it's about juggling, and I think it's about prioritizing what's important in the moment, for that day, for that week, for that month. Um, making sure you have your attention where it matters the most, right? As a mom, I'm always with my son. My son is always he actually has no school today, so he's home today too. So we're always together.
Your
He also,
littlest co-worker.
that's him. That's him. He was my first employee. He's an official employee of 628 Digital Design. So, and he runs his own business now. He has Designs by Donnie. He's 9-year-old entrepreneur, right? But how can he not when I'm his mother though? Like, he better. Um, but I think it's about, like I said, the balance, right? He gets out of school at 2:30. Most days he's in aftercare. When I can grab him at 2:30, I'll go get him, right? Aftercare also costs a lot of money. So if I can save some coins and bring him with me or do whatever I need to do, I'll do that also. So it's, in allowing him to have fun, because that's all aftercare is fun. So allowing him to have fun in aftercare, but also picking him up and bringing him along and bringing him home, or watching me participate. I was on a Zoom call earlier. I was asked to teach a series of classes for an organization in Mississippi who found me on social media because of my wonderful social media skills. And so he heard me on a call and he was like, "Who were you talking to earlier? Who was that?" And so I had a whole conversation about him, about that, about who that organization is and why they selected me and what I'll be teaching and all that. So, with all the things that I'm doing, everything has to get done. Sometimes everything doesn't have to get done right now. And then sometimes things just don't get done. Right. So when those things don't get done, looking back and saying what caused me not to be able to do that thing, right? Was it my priorities were not in the right place, or were my priorities right? And it was okay for that one thing not to get done. So I think it's really about just looking at strategically what it is you're doing, who you're serving, what do they need, and then acting accordingly.
Absolutely. I love that. And I agree. I also have children. I have two boys, and there is no such thing as balance. It doesn't exist, but
Oh,
there is alignment. And there are days when I am going to be up till however late it's going to be writing another book, or there are days when it's just going to be all about the kids. So it definitely depends on what's the priority during that particular day. Want to take a moment to say special hello to our friends who are watching along with us in the Ladies Power Lunch Facebook
hey,
group.
lady.
Thank you so much for joining. So, Sammy,
Yes.
you know, Ladies Power Lunch Spring Summit is coming up in March 20th and 21st. So for those of you who do not as yet have your tickets, I invite you to go on over to growsmarternotharder.com/ticket. Get your ticket because early bird tickets go away on the 1st of February. And who doesn't want the early bird VIP tickets?
Gotta
Anyway,
save them coins.
well, yes, and also get the VIP experience. It's a wonderful thing. You get the swag, you get to have special sessions with the speakers, you get to have the replays. You know, it's a great opportunity. But however you end up attending Summit, whether you get the early bird tickets or not, we really do invite you to come. But the reason I bring this up is because our theme for Summit is build your unbreakable business. And I'm not saying my thesis is not that somebody can't take a hammer to your business and your business won't fall apart. That's not at all what I'm saying. But what I'm suggesting is that when we put certain systems and structures in place, it makes it less likely that our business will fall apart at the first wind gust. When we put certain systems and process in place in terms of our own personal development and our own well-being, then the winds of time won't shake us. And even if our businesses go in a direction that we might not like, there is that resilience that is available to us. What
Mhm.
are your thoughts when it comes to building an unbreakable business? What are you putting in place in your life, in your business, to make your business ziz
I know.
unbreakable?
It's all about the sustainability in business, right? Most businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years. 90% are failing within the first year, right? So it's all about business sustainability. One practice I just implemented, there's a few things I do, but one practice I just implemented is the Profit First system. There's a book called Profit First, and that talks about, you got it up there? And that focuses on profit first, right? A lot of times entrepreneurs don't pay themselves. So that's an issue right there. If you're running this business, which takes it all, it takes 150% to run a business. But if you're not even paying yourself, then what is really motivating you to keep moving forward? Yes, we all have passions and dreams and things we want to do, but we also need to get paid. Profit first focuses on that. The other thing I'm doing is Traction, which is the entrepreneur operating system, and also 12-week year. Those are two different books, Traction and 12-week year. And everybody I talk to knows these books because I'm always promoting them. They both follow a 12-week year or 90-day operating system. They're two separate operating systems that I'm doing together because that's what I do. And they focus on time blocking, managing your team, hiring the right people for the right seats to do the right work, really looking at a dashboard. So at any given time, you can see how your business is functioning, operating, and performing. So those are like on the operation side. And then, as a mentor, as a coach, as a business owner, some of the things I always recommend is having a strong social media presence, having a strong presence in email marketing, staying in front of your potential or current customers, staying top of mind, right? Like, for instance, the organization I spoke to this morning, they found me via social media because I have a strong, consistent presence on the platforms that I'm on. And that's the other thing. Consider which platforms you want to be on. What's working for your business? Where's your ideal clients? And maintain a consistent presence. It's all about consistency in business. The other thing is networking. I'm a networking beast, right? I'm in all these networking channels. I'm networking through my collaboration. We host our own networking events. I'm part of a BNI. I fully promote BNI for especially Black and minority businesses because too many of us don't even know what BNI is. And that's because we have been closed out from that for so long. We're not welcome to those tables. And then I have Main Street Networking. I do every Tuesday from 7:30 to 9 on Zoom. That's a free networking group. I'm part of the Hamden Chamber. We have a Chamber Business Network group, CBN. My CBN meets at Concord, which is Black owned. It's like the Black Wakanda in New Haven and in Hamden in Connecticut. And so always taking advantage of opportunities to network, to get in these streets, to tell people about your business. Because if you're not talking about your business, then who else is? So I think that was a lot, but there's a lot that it takes to have a sustainable, strong business that is unbreakable.
I love all those tips. And you mentioned some books that you recommend that people read. Would you be open to sharing that again?
Yes, Traction focus on your EOS, your entrepreneurial operating system. 12-week year has you time blocking. So 12-week year focuses on, you have a strategic block, a 3-hour strategic block per week. You have a breakout, a 3-hour breakout block. That means you're not doing anything related to the business during the business day. You're breaking out for 3 hours. And then you have buffer blocks for 30 minutes or an hour every day where you do your email, you respond to text, things like that. The breakout block, I saw you get excited over that. That one is really good. It's like when I was working in corporate and my manager at 10 o'clock would come and say, hey, I'm going to play golf. I'll be back after lunch. And that's what your breakout is. You're going away. I've gone to the outlets. I've gone to lunch. I've done all kinds of things.
You've gone to the outlets without me? What is happening here?
I'm sorry. I'll bring you door. Look, now we need to schedule a breakout so you go shopping, right? But that's what the breakout is, because it gives your mind that moment of clarity. You know how when your head's down, working, you don't have time to process new thoughts. When you step away and you have that moment of clarity, first of all, you don't even feel guilty about it because it's on your schedule. This is what you're supposed to be doing right now, right? When you get back into the office, you got emails, you got projects, proposals, whatever it is at that time. There's scheduled time for it. So that's 12-week year. And both Traction and 12-week year function on a 90-day period, 12 weeks. And with 12-week year, it teaches you, instead of waiting for the end of the year to accomplish the goals that you set in January, that by March you've already forgotten about, every 12 weeks is a new year. So every 12 weeks, you're reevaluating your goals and seeing where you are. And it forces you to really be accountable to doing what you said you was going to do, because you're not waiting till December to accomplish your goals. You set this in January. By April 1st, they should be done. Or you need to look at them and say, what do I need to move to the next 12 weeks? Yes. Traction has its own set of guidelines and everything. And then the other one I mentioned was Profit First.
Profit First. Yep. I'm a big fan of Profit First also. I absolutely recommend it. I'm going to check out these two books because for some reason, being the avid reader that I am, somehow these two slipped right through my fingers. I haven't had an opportunity to look at those.
I found out about those through WeBank. So I'm a certified WBE, Women's Business Enterprise. And WeBank provides a lot of training and professional development for the businesses in the program. So through programs, so I participate in a program, and in that program, you're supposed to read a book. And so they assign books to read, which I hardly ever finish while in the program. But I finally finished those two. Actually, I just completed them within the last 2 to 3 weeks. They were on my desk. 4 books was on my desk all year last year. I could not even read them. And I did 3 already this year. So, and next up is E-Myth Revisited is what I'm
also on the shelf.
Yep.
Yes, that one I have definitely read. So I love these resources that you're sharing with us that we can tap into. Certainly, thanks for sharing about your networking groups that you're a part of that people can tap into. Thank you for sharing about these books that may be helpful for us. Do you have any other tips, any other hacks for making our businesses and ourselves unbreakable?
I have a social media tip or a hack that I've shared recently, and people usually get excited when I say it. But to me, it's common knowledge because this is my industry. It's what I'm in. So, video is queen right now on social media. I don't say king, it's queen. Video is queen on social media. And you don't have to go crazy trying to create video, to edit and do all of that for your video. A lot of people, especially those who are not graphic designers, use Canva to do their social media. And you can animate any post in Canva. And when you put it on social media, it automatically becomes a video. So if any static posts that you have in Canva, just a regular content post, just click on the top of the screen to animate it. And you could do a little 1-second animation that probably no one will even see it's animated, but when it's posted, it becomes a video, and that will directly increase your reach and your impressions.
I gotta say, that's a boss tip. That's a boss tip, because that takes nothing. It takes
Nothing.
no time.
You're already using the tool.
It's stuff we're already doing. And, of the Grow Smarter principles, y'all know I wrote this book called Grow Smarter, and there are 5 principles: ask, alignment, all-in, assignment, and applications. Applications is so important. Like, we have so many apps that are available to us, so many things that we could be taking advantage of to make our lives better, make our lives easier. And so that's one of the reasons why when we get guests on the show, we ask, hey, what are your apps that you're using? What are some of the hacks that are making your life easier? And as we share these tips with each other, then we all grow, we all win, which is what this whole...
Oh, so I have another one. You just reminded me.
Yeah.
The other tool is Zapier, Zapier.com. And Zapier zaps and connects many different programs, platforms, tools, technologies. For instance, one way I use, you can use it personally and professionally. One way I use it with the collaboration in my business also is when people register for our events in Eventbrite, they're automatically added to our email marketing list and MailChimp. And we can assign a tag too. So if we want it to be events, workshops, golf, because we have an annual golf tournament.
Yes, you do.
So we can automatically set that up. When we set up the Eventbrite for an event, we set up a Zapier that says if they register, put them on this email list. We don't have to worry about following up with those people. It's automatically done, and they get a prompt, an email to opt in. So we suggest, right, that they join the list. MailChimp sends them a confirmation for them to confirm or deny. And once they confirm, they're right on the list.
Beautiful, beautiful.
But there are thousands of ways you can use Zapier. That's just one example.
And the more I think about it, I think the very first time I used Zapier was because of your suggestion. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Any last words, Sammi? Anything that, if we remember nothing else from all the things that you talk about today, what's the one thing that you want us to take away when we think about making our businesses unbreakable?
One thing I like to tell people is to work in your space of genius. Fire yourself from those things that you should not be doing, because all it's going to do is get you frustrated. It's going to take you away from doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you can't build an unbreakable business if you're stuck being frustrated doing the stuff you don't want to do. So outsource what you need to outsource. If it's your bookkeeping, why are you managing your QuickBooks or whatever system you're using? That's not your space of genius. Why are you wasting time with social media? I tell people all the time, fire yourself. There's no reason you're managing your own social media. You don't know about the algorithms. You don't know which hashtags are working. You don't know about hashtags being shadow banned. Fire yourself. Hire the right people. You're struggling with your website because you shouldn't be building your website. People say, oh, I've been working on it for 9 months. That's absolutely ridiculous. And you know what's happening? The longer it's taking you to finish your website is the longer it's going to take you to market that website, to use your SEO, to get people to the website. Fire yourself, work in your space of genius.
I have a coach who told me way back in the day, like when dinosaurs roamed the earth, because been around the world, and I. And she said there are only two things that you should ever be doing. You should be, one, doing the thing that you do for your business, and two, talking about your business. That's pretty much it.
That's it. Everything else is not for you.
Yeah, I love it.
And in the book, I believe it's in Traction, they have you build your people organizer. So you can see, especially they have you looking long term, right? Where do you want your business to be in 5 years? What are those roles you need in order for your business to be at that level in 5 years? And then you write in the name of the person who's currently doing those roles. And you'll notice in the beginning, your name is going to be in a lot of those seats. And that helps you understand all the things you're doing that you can no longer keep doing for your business to expand and grow. You have to outsource. You have to build a team. You have to get the right people in the right seats doing the right thing.
Beautiful. I love it. That's a perfect note for us to end on. Sammi, we have a few people who joined us for Free Gift Friday. And since it's Free Gift Friday, would you give our listeners, viewers, watchers, whatever, a gift?
Yes. So what I'm gifting is a free telephone consultation, which I normally charge for because people will waste your time. So if people want to get on my calendar, they have to pay. It's a nominal fee. It's not a lot, but they still have to pay. For your viewers, our viewers, I'm gifting it for free. All they have to do is email me info@628digitaldesign.co. That's co info@628digitaldesign.co. Let me know you are a viewer and I'll send you the link to my Calendly and you can set up a free consultation.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to give you the opportunity to post that in the group, and everybody who's watching along with us today, you guys get to have this wonderful chance to talk to Sammi. Trust me, you want to do this. I am telling you, this is the woman that sometimes when I'm stuck, I send her a text. Sammi, I know you're busy, but can you talk to me for a minute? And she's
Absolutely.
inviting you to her calendar. I would raise my hand for that too. Sammi, this has been wonderful talking to you. Thank you so much for saying
Thanks for
yes to being
having
part
me.
of Free Gift Friday. And thanks to everybody who's watching along with us in the Ladies Powerland Facebook group. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next show. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.